what's so important to remember is that when you feel uncomfortable with a new habit or positive change that you're wanting to make in your life, when you feel uncomfortable, you know you're on the right path. As we are reprogramming ourselves, as we are reprogramming our software, which is our brain, it's going to feel odd in the beginning. Our self-image is more important than one could ever imagine. And I'm going to share with you how shifting the way how you see yourself will truly transform your skin from the inside out. So firstly, we must focus on the importance of actually acknowledging and believing that you are deserving and worthy of achieving clear glowing skin. Because if one does not truly believe that they're deserving of something, they're going to self-sabotage because the action is not consistent with the result. So what does that require then? That requires the ability for you to reprogram yourself. A lot of the symptoms that we see on our skin are a result of thoughts, which then lead to self-sabotage behaviors. Of course, in the moment it doesn't seem to be self-sabotage, but in fact that's exactly what it is, okay? Or the ability to regulate one's emotions, so then therefore we have emotional eating, we have consuming a lot of caffeine, not sleeping enough. There's a lot of various issues which manifest as a result of there being almost like a lack of congruency with one's desires versus what one believes that they really should experience. And so once we sort of match that and line that up, once we get into alignment with who we are and where we want to be, then that's where the magic truly happens. It's important to start seeing yourself as someone who is determined, tenacious, goal-oriented. The most important point with reprogramming yourself is to understand that repetition is key. So behaviors start for one reason and continue for another. They continue because they become a habit. So what fires together wires together, and in the brain, and that's also known as neuroplasticity. What happens when we begin any new behavior, any new habit, is initially it feels really, really bizarre. It feels really weird, very off. It feels very like, oh, this is so out of my comfort zone. But then through repetition and practice, then it starts to feel normal. It starts to feel, okay, this is my new reality. So what's so important to remember is that when you feel uncomfortable with a new habit or positive change that you're wanting to make in your life, when you feel uncomfortable, you know you're on the right path. So remember that. As we are reprogramming ourselves, as we are reprogramming our software, which is our brain, it's going to feel odd in the beginning. That is normal. Welcome that discomfort. Welcome that uncertainty. We are working with the law of cause and effect. We are working with the laws of nature when we are dealing with the human body. And it's very important to obey certain laws of the universe in order to achieve our goals. It's valuable to remove ignorance and welcome awareness. Ignorance is not bliss. Oftentimes ignorance can cause a lot of harm because not knowing something or a certain behavior will result in a certain result, will have a certain effect on the body. Not knowing that can be detrimental. So it's very important for us to get out of our comfort zone, become someone that you admire, and achieve the skin of your dreams. Achieving our skin goals helps us to become more confident, feel more strong and beautiful and powerful in our skin and with who we are. I remember when I had acne and all these lines on my forehead, at 18, I felt just bad about myself. I felt helpless, hopeless. I had no idea what to do, who to turn to. I couldn't keep buying all these creams and lotions and potions from the stores. That's not sustainable. They were full of chemicals. Like, what in the world am I going to do here? Trust the process. and be okay with feeling not okay. It's okay to feel confused sometimes. It's okay to feel unsure sometimes. This is so exciting. This process of personal development, of glowing skin, of achieving clear, glowing skin is so incredibly fun. So the most importantly is have fun with this process.